Let me see if I can get my PnL. Oh, here it is. PnL by symbol. Sarepta. No, I've lost, let's see, about 5. Well, I can calculate the exact percentage. I've lost 6% on Sarepta, so I'd be up. Well, I wouldn't be up, but I'd be, I guess Sarepta's like half my losses for the year, roughly. Immune is, I made almost 50% of my portfolio in Immune. And then SBAT, trading that was also pretty lucky. And then D-Wave has cost me almost, trying to add this up, hold on. I guess I can do a spreadsheet. Hold on, let me show you. Remember, I started with 38,000. You guys voted for it. So here's my PnL attribution. This will be fun. Biggest winners and losers, okay? Let me sort this. Biggest loser so far is D-Wave. Minus... Lost 30% on D-Wave. I'd be up 15% if I never traded D-Wave. Rigetti is number 2. Lost 19% on Rigetti. QUBT is number 3. Lost 12% on that one. So I'd be up 60% if I never shorted Quantum. Sarepta is next. Yeah, Sarepta I've lost 6%. That's not too bad. It's bad, but not too bad. IonQ down 4. Huma, just kind of bad timing because I opened the account and it already had dropped. Joby down 2, and then the rest are really, really small. Winners, I really only have 2. Immune, just 13. That was up 44. And then SBET, just 39983. So in total, and I have a couple of small winners, but in total, that's roughly the damage. What I'm really upset about is not getting Capricorn, because that thing got smoked. Here's the, hopefully you guys can see that. Yeah, I missed Capra. I was just not. Yeah, I mean, down 20 is nothing. I was down 60. Yeah, I've shorted Huma. This is kind of the top 10. I guess I'm missing one. This account is a $30,000 account. You guys asked me to make a $30,000 account. There are other accounts. Yeah, Capra will be a profit. Capra will be a profit. In fact, all of these will be a profit. AVXL will be a big profit too. Just trust. Yeah, Quantum Schwantum. No revenue in Quantum for 10 years. I think you'll... No, the 20K is just a margin thing. Because Schwab basically doesn't let you margin much, so the 20K is just like a lockbox for margin. Well, they announced the promotion of the CFO to COO, so usually when you do that, the COO becomes the CEO. So Sarepta's CEO may be out. I think people wanted a portfolio that matched something they could relate to. I offered 5K, 30K, 130K, and 500K, and that was the the most people wanted 30K. My biggest position right now is Rigetti. What you were just looking at is called PnL attribution. Lawsuits, class action lawsuits are not unless it's Levi and Korsinski. Those motherfuckers are good. I think when it comes to big losses, I think you basically just have to ask yourself, do you still believe in the position? You know, what do you have wrong? What does the market have wrong? What are you thinking? What's the market thinking? And just wait, you know? Well, Rigetti went up yesterday on a bullshit press release, so I shorted it hoping to see it go right back down, but it did not. Needless to say. So instead of being up 1 or 2%, I'm now down 20% or 18% or whatever. So yeah, 20% over 5 years is kind of meh, especially if you've had a lot of vol. Yeah. If you still believe in your thesis and your thesis hasn't been misproven, the price of the security is not that relevant, really. I mean, if you bought the New York Yankees, okay, let's say you bought the New York Yankees for $5 billion, and then you took offers as a team owner, okay, you're the team owner of the Yankees now, and Bill Gates comes to you and says, I'll buy the Yankees for $6 billion. What do you think? And you say, you know, Bill, I appreciate it. I'm going to hold on to the Yankees. And then Druckenmiller next year shows up and says, hey, man, I see you got the Yankees. I'll buy it for $4 billion. You say, nah, Druck, that's not a good price, and I like the Yankees. I'm going to hold on. And then the next year, Warren Buffett shows up and says, I'll buy the Yankees for $3 billion. I've never done baseball, but let me throw it a bit. $3 billion. What do you say? And say, oh man, get the fuck out of here before I whoop that ass. And a year goes by and Jay-Z says, Hove, Yankees, I'll buy that. I'll buy it for $2 billion. And you say, Hove, what up, dog? No, $2 billion's too low, man. I'm not interested. Are you freaking out because the bids are going lower? Or are you confident that the asset you bought is worth what you think it's worth? If you're freaking out, then I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't have bought it for $5 billion. your boy. Then you probably didn't understand it in the first place, and you know, you're not confident enough. If the price shakes your confidence. I don't know when quantum's gonna crash, I have no clue. Oh shit, it's Levi? Levi and Korsinski? God damn it. Those guys are good. Pretty much every company they sue goes to bankruptcy. They never just try to get a quick $5 million settlement. They're in it for blood. It could take years to crash. Guess what? In 3 years, I'll be 45. 3 years after that, I'll be 48. 3 years after that, I'll be 51. I don't think these stocks will keep going up so much that some of my other investments have done well. So if the stocks keep going up, they'll offset the gains from my other investments perhaps. But eventually when they crack, it'll be a nice fat windfall for Mrs. Shkreli. Primarily I work for her. And Shkreli Jr., primarily I work for him. Those are who I work for. I've never had a lawsuit from Levi. Trust me, they're very good. Levi's very good. We're good friends. We go back. We go back many years. Many